This video is entitled SQL Selecting Data, and it goes along with Chapter 7 of our Introduction to Database Systems Modeling and Administration book. I'm Dr. Reneau from Shawnee State University, and I'll be taking you through this real quick introduction into selecting data in SQL. The select statement is the statement used in SQL to pull and summarize and to get data from your database. It's just I'm flummoxed because it is such an amazingly powerful statement. It will let you do summaries. It will let you get data from multiple tables at once using a join. You can select specific columns. You can select specific rows. You can change the order of things. You can do mathematics and calculations. It is just an amazingly complex statement that will do virtually anything you want in the way of data. Well, it is the statement you use for data extraction from a database. It returns something called a record set, which is basically a collection of rows and columns that contain the data or contain the summary data that you've asked for. I've kind of drawn it as a Swiss Army knife because, like a Swiss Army knife has got an attachment for virtually everything, so does the select statement. This introduction is going to be just the beginnings of how to use a select statement in a simple form, and we'll get into more complex uses of the select statement in other videos. The select statement usually has the form of select something from somewhere. We can see the statement above says select star from table. So this is going to retrieve all columns because select where the star is, you can define columns and define lots of other things. And then from the word following from is the table name where we want to get the data from. Remember, well, I've not told you this yet, but all SQL statements must end in a semicolon. So at the end of every SQL statement, you really must use a semicolon. Your user interface might let you get by with not having one, but it's still the right thing to have. Like every sentence should have ending punctuation. Every SQL statement should have the semicolon. So this statement will get all of the columns from a table named table. For instance, in the book, we have a veterinarian's office database called Vet Office. It's one of our sample databases. You can find that sample database on the website and reference throughout the book. Select star from owner is going to give us all columns and all rows from the owner table. Let's see what happens. When that statement is executed, we get a record set that looks like this with the 5 columns or 5 rows and 5 columns of data from that table. If we don't want all of the columns, which is what the star represents all columns. If we want just some of the columns, we can put a column name or a mathematical expression dealing with the columns and other things and functions that are built in, separated by commas. So if we wanted just 2 columns, we could put the column names separated by columns from table. Let's see what that looks like. So using the same owner table, let's select the email, the last name, and the first name from the owner table. And we see the resulting record set contains all of the rows, but just contains the 3 columns in the order that you asked for them in the select statement. This concludes our really quick introduction to the select statement. Its general format of select stuff from somewhere, semicolon. It also then went into quickly how to define individual columns and select just specific columns in the order you wish those columns to be extracted. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Be sure to like our videos, subscribe if you want, but most especially just thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in future videos.